We thank all of you folks for coming to join us so that we could share all our amazing art with you. And what we'd like to share now are notes to self that some of our beautiful contributors have decided that they are willing to share with you this evening. And I think that this is one of the deepest wells in this project. This is where people really get to, dig into their own life experience and decide what it is that they want to share with you, what they've learned in their lives. And I think this is the part of the project that I'm most proud of, because it's not an easy thing to do. And I so appreciate not only that you sat in front of a camera, that you let us look into your eyes, but that you also put pen to paper and really kind of gave us something of yourself. I really believe as a portrait photographer that we can take all the pictures we want, but it's really all about what the person who's sitting there gives you. And if they don't give you anything, then you have nothing. So it's really all about what you give. And so you gave us twice, and we're very, very grateful for that. So I would like to also thank Risha Mandelkorn and Cindy Shaver at the library, who've been so supportive of this project. Thank you. We're so grateful to be here. This is just so beautiful. I didn't imagine anything this wonderful. This is awesome. I would like to start our readings with the beautiful artist Claire Aurora, a local artist who is here. Here she is, Claire. Won't you please join us? Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Well, I wish my little photo of myself was there, but I will pretend it is. And this is what I said first in French, because I am French. Résilience et amour sont les clés du bonheur. Je crois que tu le savais déjà. And in the English translation, resilience and love are the keys to happiness. Deep inside, you already knew that. That was the message to my younger self.
Thank you so much. Up next we have Eugene Chen. Eugene? Eugene is a local teacher. What do you teach, Eugene?
I teach computers and engineering.
And this is nothing like that, so...
Oh, this is nothing like that. I unfortunately, on my computer device, can't find my note to myself. So I'm going to have to borrow the book. Sorry about that. Well, thank you. I can never trust technology. Just can't trust it, right? It was funny, I was remembering the time that I had to introduce my family at my sister's wedding. And during that time, I pre-recorded my Korean because I can't speak Korean too well. And there's a technical glitch as part of this. It's still part of this. Can't trust this technology.
This happened to you before, you should know that.
Yeah, I should know. I should have contingency plans. My note to myself. Hello, younger self. Words of wisdom from your elder self. Make it a point to define and understand the difference between passion and desire. Focus on passion to guide and direct you on the paths that you journey in life. And don't let desire get in the way. Be an agent of transformation in your culture and not a subject of conformity to what society tries to tell you to be. Be generous and give abundantly, yet learn to receive graciously, but don't take from others. Be bold and keep moving forward. Don't spend too much time making decisions when a fork in the road presents itself. It's amazing how all paths can lead to the same destination. Focus on the goals ahead of you and the milestones that you'll leave. But don't be distracted by comparing yourself with others. Make sure you find time to rest and rejuvenate, love, laugh, and live a life worth living.
Thank you, Eugene. Our next reader, our next note to selfer, as we have affectionately named you, is Mr. Carl Vidal.
I heard about this project, I was excited for a couple of reasons. I'm not as young as I used to be. I'm only 91 now. And something about a youthful group like this that it's good to be associated with at this age. And secondly, exciting project, something new. When you get to this age that I'm at, I sure like trying something new, even if it's downright dangerous. I was in the Canadian Navy during the war, and so this note to self represents a bit of that feeling, perhaps. How could you be so stupid after high school as to join Canada's wartime Navy? Guess you didn't know you'd be seasick every day you'd be on the high seas. Strange, you were born the son of parents whose families for generations had never served in any conflict, except from service because they farmed. Yet you volunteered. You may not have realized it when you donned a natty naval uniform, but at that moment, you achieved complete emancipation. Release from family, escape from farming, and freedom from school. It probably felt great until
Thank you, Carl. I think it's so special to actually hear people read their notes to self in their own voice, isn't it? Right. It's one thing to read them out of the book, and it was one thing for us to read them ahead of time and talk to you about them, but when you're standing here and you're saying them, there's just something so alive about it, and I really appreciate that. The next reader we have for you is Jennifer Zeta.
There is so much information that I could pass on to you, my younger self. Too much for this note to hold, but I will share a few thoughts that I know will help. When Mom says you've been spending too much time in the sun, she's right. Mums are speaking from love and experience. It's all right to take auto shop in high school. You will actually use this information. Listen to the advice others give you, but don't always take it. 50 is not old. It will happen before you know it. The older you get, the years really do seem to fly by. Trust in God. Strive to make the world a better place and an easier journey for others.
Next we have for you Steph. Her name is, we affectionately call her Steph, not Stephanie. She's a Toronto blogger who joined the project halfway through, and we're so glad you did. Steph?
Stephanie, you're not Steph yet, but you will be soon, I promise. You are a beautiful weirdo. At this moment, you are completely free in your strangeness, at peace with your eccentricities, and blissfully unaware of anyone's opinions save your own. I wish you could cling to that through the coming years. I wish you could embrace the bizarre, your bizarre, throughout adolescence and into early adulthood. Instead, you will turn down that flame ever so slightly, hiding it in a misguided but understandable effort to fit in. So-called normalcy will feel a bit like playing dress-up in your mother's old wedding gown. Beautiful but poorly tailored for your body. You will live in your head a bit more, laugh a bit quieter, and withhold that weird for fear of being labeled as the other. Until you realize one day, many years from now, your weird is wonderful, your weird is welcomed, and your weird is wanted. You will surround yourself with other beautiful weirdos, and you will want them too. XOXO, Steph.
I'm wondering if Miss Margaret Nerona has joined us. Is Margaret Nerona here? No. Let's move on then to, yes, please come. Oh my goodness. This is Rick.
Hi, how is everyone? Good to meet you.
Rick is one of the coffee house crew who sat with us to germinate this original project. So I'm so glad you would just jump in. Thank you.
Couldn't miss the opportunity. Good evening. This is my note to self. Hey, you bow-tied boy, when you get at or near 16 years of age, take a bit of time to think before you leap from the family home, thinking you know best. Perhaps somewhat a selfish reason, but your father and mine had traveled all the track mileage of the all but gone steam era railway in the southern Ontario as a fireman and engineer. And the opportunity I squandered running out to find whatever it was I thought it was I was to find. So reach out to Dad, will you, before heading off irrevocably into the future, and try and work out something about the past while there's still a Dad to talk to. Let me know what you learned, please. That's what I thought.
It gets emotional, doesn't it? When we start thinking about the things that, when we start to think about the things that we might look back and say to ourselves. I'd like to introduce you to Erin Connolly.
To my younger self, wisdom does not only come with age, it comes with experience. Allow yourself to be open-minded and to not turn down opportunities to learn more about yourself. Go out on a limb, take chances. Step out of your comfort zone. Friends will be made easily, and you will have many, but put value on these based on quality and not on the quantity. There will be many trials in your life, and people will be lost along the way. Some will leave on their own, and some you will choose to have lead. You do not have to like everyone you meet, but you must always respect them. Making others feel small so that you can feel bigger will only leave you feeling guilty. Do not put blame on anyone, for even those who have wronged you served purpose in your life. You cannot please everyone, so do not spend your life trying. Live by your own rules. You have your own dreams, so follow your own path and not the path someone else would rather see you walk. Do not move into the future held down by the weight of your past. Every experience is a learning experience. You must endure challenges to realize your true strength. You will spend a great deal of time feeling weak, but the reality is you are much more strong than you think. A woman who is able to use her brain combined with her smile is much more powerful than a woman who uses her smile alone. You will fall in love several times with several different people and for several different reasons. Allow yourself to love and be loved. Being a princess is a state of mind, not an inherited title. Life is valuable and years go by fast. There is no way of stopping time, so make use of every minute wisely. Work to live, not live to work. Do not allow yourself to be defined by what you do, instead by who you are. Celebrate every accomplishment, no matter how small you feel they are. Make those you love proud to say they know you. Accept your faults, plan for the unexpected, embrace change, you are unique. Do not spend time wishing you could be something you are not. Be you. Inspire others to embrace themselves. You only have one body and it will change constantly. Love it and treat it right. Feed your soul and your brain. You may not be able to save the world, but never stop trying. Most of all, remember to never stop hoping, believing, or dreaming. Love and best wishes, Erin.
Mrs. Verona? This is Mrs. Margaret Verona.
You will be blessed with a debonair, handsome young man who will sweep you off your feet. Your eyes will meet and you will be convinced that you are soulmates. He will show you immense love, watching out for your every need. He will be the epitome of a perfect husband with his strong sense of care, patience, understanding, and gentleness. He will always be a calming influence on you, whenever misfortune strikes, attempting to resolve issues with instinctive reasoning. In times of a health crisis, he will steadfastly stand by you, giving you undeniable support and courage to overcome the malady. He will be your strongest pillar of strength, physically, mentally, and emotionally. You will have no need to ask for anything more. He will be greatly loved by your family. He will be the best father that one can be blessed with, always giving a careful ear to their joys and sorrows, calming their apprehensions and guiding them. He will always do everything in his power to ensure that their needs will be met, no matter what the cost. He will be your best friend and confidant. You will love him always and be grateful for who he is. Cherish every wakeful moment together, loving and sincerely appreciate this gentleman who consistently watches out for you and makes you laugh like no other, always encourages health, and firmly believe that you can enjoy this blissful life with your love as you practice honesty, patience, kindness, love, and most importantly, respect for one another. As you sail into your sunset years, you will have had the privilege of loving each other for 52 years and existing as husband and wife for 41 years to date. Love is indeed beautiful.
You may have to leave that tissue with me, Margaret.
I begin to do that.
So as much as that was a note to yourself, Margaret, it's also interesting sometimes how we write to ourselves, and indeed that sounded very much like a love letter to your husband to me, and I think it was beautifully done, very beautifully done. Thank you, Margaret.
Thank you.
Lastly, I would like to introduce you to the one and only Linda Lundstrom.
Wow, there's really a common theme here, isn't there? In all of these notes to self. And I just want to, I guess on behalf of all of us that are in the book, Angela, I want to thank you for inviting me, and Helen, I believe was Helen Lucas is the one that suggested that you contact me, and I'm forever grateful for that.
My goodness.
I'm filling in. So 2 guys walk into a bar. Okay, thank you. My name is Linda Lundstrom. And I think it's important to note that in both photographs I'm wearing a parka. Linda, you will live a very full life, full of adventure and based on your love of sewing. You will have a business which will give you the opportunity to affect the lives of lots of people, to travel and to fully realize all your talents. Don't be discouraged if you don't get good marks in high school. You are smart and will be recognized for your unique abilities. There will be times when you will push forward, overcoming obstacles and taking risks. Go for it. There will be times when you will pause and decide not to go ahead. Walk away. Make sure you keep swimming and spending time in nature. This will be how you handle your responsibilities and have a balanced and healthy life. You will be a wife and mother. Your family will fill your life with much love and be God's greatest blessing.
Well, that's all we have for you this evening by way of notes to self. I hope that you enjoyed what our note to selfers had to share with you this evening. By way of what we can offer you after this, aside from the beautiful portraits that are hanging on the wall upstairs, is a copy of the book that we created called, of course, the Note to Self Project. If you're internet savvy and you like hashtags, we are hashtag Note to Self Project. And it would just be great. The biggest dream I have for this project is really not selling books, but that we encourage other people that we meet to do the exercise that we all did as part of this group, that we encourage the concept of a note to self, that we look back, that we reflect, that we share with our kids. So thank you so much, everyone, for coming this evening. This is so deeply humbling. I'm very, very grateful to all of you and to the 8 artists who contributed to the project. Please do take a moment to go up to the Colleen Abbott Gallery on the 2nd floor and take a look at the 10 that we've chosen to feature this evening. Hashtag Note to Self Project. Come on, let's see more of this. This is great. Thank you so much. Thank you.